You've already scrolled enough, bro. Put that screen down. Come on. I know it's hard, but I'm gonna give you some steps on what you can do, how to level up your life, how to put that screen down, and how to actually work hard on something that's productive and useful in your life. So apologize if I look down. I wrote a ton of notes for this video, but they're all useful, so stick around. I got several things to go over. First thing, deep work is better indoors. So I want you to imagine a scenario. You wake up early usually. The first thing you want to do is working, but it's not just working, because a lot of you, when you work, you actually end up wasting a lot of time, right? What I'm talking about is deep work. So if you think about all the tasks that you need to get done in your day, what is the 20% of those what 20% of those tasks will get you 80% of your results? So think of that one thing or those couple things of your work that actually matter. So for YouTube, as an example, it would be recording the video, right? You don't have anything else unless you actually record content. So I would say that recording is actually 80% or 20% of the thing that gives you 80% of the result. So find that thing in whatever you're doing for your work, and you want to do that immediately. So for YouTubers, it should be you're waking up, you're recording, and now, people have different schedules, right? But in theory, if you're a daily uploader, or if you're trying to be, or even if you just want to record daily, you should get up, do your work, deep work daily inside, right? Because when you do this outside, you'll have distractions. Like, you don't want to go out and get coffee, get ready. Like, that takes a lot of time out of your day, when the first thing you should be doing is deep work, because your brain will be fresh. All the dopamine is in the first part of the day, in the morning. And so when you do that deep work in the morning, it'll actually feel fun. So a lot of people do their bad habits alone after all their work is done. So think you're coming home from work, coming home from the gym, right? What are some things that you usually do? You'll usually eat, you'll scroll on TikTok, scroll on YouTube, watch Netflix, maybe watch porn, just do all these different bad habits right after your work is done. So you want to try to eliminate that. So what you can do is you can do things like go on walks, try to get 10,000 steps in a day. And I'll go over this. I'll go over, actually, it's further down the list. I'll go over the different things that you can do. But the most successful people find work fun. So what you need to do is you need to make work fun. So how do we do that? How do we make work fun? You need to look at the things that you find fun in your life right now. So whether that's video games, watching Netflix, scrolling, eating junk food, smoking, vaping, porn, all these different things that you find fun, you need to cut them out of your life, so that the only thing that you have are the good habits, which is the gym, your health, your diet, your sleep, make sure you're getting enough sleep, your relationship, make sure you can actually love people, make sure your fitness and your body is looking good, and your finances are looking good. Anything else that doesn't align with that, and what will happen is your brain will be forced to find those things fun. It's a really cool concept, because your dopamine, especially if you're working right in the morning, your dopamine reserves are getting used and trained to those tasks that you're using. So in theory, it's gonna make those things, and it does make those things seem more fun over time. So also, a lot of people don't realize that sitting down for long periods of time, like more than 2 hours at a time, is actually very unhealthy, not only for your mental health, but for your posture, your back, your spine. People aren't meant to sit down for long periods of time. So even if it's just getting up every 30 minutes, every hour, just to make sure you're doing something, you're staying active, because you don't want to be late 20s, early 30s, already having joint problems, already having back issues. You don't want that. And a lot of younger people have it more than you'd think. And so you want to try to prevent that as much as you can. Stay active, stay mobile, try to get at least 10,000 steps. And I'll go over that once again. Okay. Yeah, so many young, like I kind of already went over this, but many young people waste and ruin their one thing and their one advantage that they have over everyone else, which is they're mentally and physically at their peak. They're mentally and physically stronger than they ever were and ever will be. If you're between like the age of 18 to like mid 30s, right? That is your peak. And a lot of people waste those years doing the bad things because they think they have years later in their life. This is the years that you need to put in the work. You need to put in the effort so then you can show everyone else and show yourself when you're late 30s, 40s, and your family is growing up, and you can have things and you can show the fruits of your labor. It'll be really awesome. And yeah, so just the couple things that I wanted to go over that you can do to get outside. The first thing I already said, which I've said 2 or 3 times, which is go on walks, get at least 10,000 steps a day. A lot of people aren't walking enough. And so if you're not getting at least 10,000, try to get as close to it as you can. That'll, increase your core stability. You'll be more mentally happier. Your cardio endurance will improve. You'll be more mobile. It'll be less hard on your joints, less hard on your tendons, things like that. And then you can go work out at a park. Some parks have gym, like little equipments, where you can just go out and enjoy the sunset, sunrise, different things like that. So just try to get out more, because the last thing you want to do is stay inside and just doom scroll, right? Because it's terrible for your health. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. That's gonna be it. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.